Hey guys, this is Joeteck here from JoeteckTips. We're on Facebook and Twitter, and today we're going to be reviewing this Comica Pro audio microphone for the GoPro. However, electrically it'll work with many other devices. We'll show you how. We'll be right back. You have ground left and right, and then I believe the other connector is doubled up, so there's like two grounds and then left and right. So I believe these two are the grounds and then this is the left and right. I'm not sure. Every device is wired differently. Like my cell phone is not a stereo input, but it was working perfectly fine. This microphone has really good sensitivity. I have it plugged into the phone and I walked away and it sounded pretty good. You could still hear me. So the sensitivity is quite impressive. I always take apart the stuff that I receive from my customers just to verify what they're telling me is true. So this is the part that goes to the GoPro, and then the microphone plugs in here like so. But they claim it to be stereo. So I've taken this apart. So we're going to take it apart even further. So this was actually on top of here like so, and it comes apart. So I don't worry, I have the ability to, I've taken this apart already once, so it's not like a big deal. So I'm taking off the two screens, all right, the two parts that actually hold it together. Okay, and just hang on a second because I'm going to take this part apart now. All right, so these are the other two parts. The board goes in between this thing here. This is the foam, one piece of foam. This is the outside foam, and then a rubber piece, and then another rubber piece. And then this is the actual microphone itself. Now, I do this for a reason, because I want you guys to see that this is a true stereo microphone. All right, if you got to look really carefully, I'm going to try to see if I can spread these wires apart. All right, which I was able to successfully do. Now, like I said before, you see the MK2 Plus. There are two wires coming off of this, and it goes to one of these tabs is double duty for one side, so I would suspect it's the ground. And then you have MK1 and then ground, so which is really wacky. So you have one wire here that's ground, and then I guess mic 1 and then mic 2. So what they did was, it is two independent microphones, but they're making it compatible with multiple devices by doing this. By using two wires on this, they could have just used one. They made it compatible with just a GoPro. So this microphone here is they're using the other tab. They're using two for mic 2 and one for mic 1. So this one will not be in use. So this can work as a mono microphone as well. That's what I'm getting at this. So most devices, that's why it works with my Note 4, my Samsung device, because they did this. They could have simply just removed one wire and it'll only be 3 connectors, because that's all it needs. It just needs 3. It doesn't need 4. So one of these other two tabs here is acting as a ground, or I mean the microphone, and then usually it's always tip positive, but you know, every manufacturer does any way they want to wire the product. I can use my meter and we can find out what it actually is, like which one is actually ground, and so on and so forth. But it is pretty interesting. Okay, that's that. It's not ground. All right, so this part here is mic MK1 Plus side. Okay, so let's try this other tab. See what that one is. So that's ground. Okay, so there we go. So this here is MK1 right here. This is ground, and then we know what the other two are. The tip and this part here is mic 2. So in theory, so when a device is needed, this is ground, mic 1, ground, and these two are mic 2. So depending on what device needs a connection, most likely would be this or this, and then ground, which is pretty cool, or this and ground. So most likely the chances of a device that needs these two for a microphone would probably be the only as the GoPro device, but you have this converter that you're using for that task. So it wouldn't matter because everything is connected within the mini USB connector, which is here. So that's really interesting that we've figured that part out. But this is a very good microphone. As you can see, the date on this particular board is 8/10/2016. This is a very well made product considering what it is. There's mic 1, mic 2. So this is not bad, actually. I really like this product. It's made really well. I always take stuff apart, so this is what I do with JoeteckTips constantly, because I want to see how this thing ticks. And for it to be true stereo and really have true stereo separation, it's going to be very difficult to do this, especially when the two microphones are so close together. Even though they are slightly directional, they are on angles. You got one facing in this direction and another one facing this direction. However, it's pretty much flat and then out on this angle here, so it's going to be very difficult for stereo separation. However, it is a stereo microphone. It actually is, and electrically it's actually a stereo microphone. So I like it. I like the quality on how well this thing is put together. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to put this back together again. We're going to try ever so carefully. So I was able to get them both together. It's kind of difficult to do it, but I was able to do it with no trouble whatsoever. So I'm able to put this little tiny screw. There we go. And that's that. And then you put the sticker back on that covers that screw hole, and the device is back in shape. This is a very, very, very good microphone for the price. I recommend it for the GoPro. It is a true stereo microphone, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plug it into the phone so you can actually hear it. Alright, so now this is the microphone. I'm going to talk right into it. Check 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Again, you're not going to hear it being stereo or not, but you can probably hear the difference. Alright guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Take care. Creative Labs iRaw. Plug it in like this. The inside of this is really impressive. 100A in the Prius. The AC adapter, 1 amp charger, and it's big, and it's made out of aluminum. Okay, as you can see, the backup is complete. Like so. And now you can create the RAID array. I mean, for the price difference between the two,